welcome to the second class in our healing series. My name is Minister Ra Ifagbemi. I'm a Babalao, which means Father of Mysterious Forces, or High Priest, trained in Nigeria. And we are here to bring life back to the village. That is our purpose, to empower the village. Ifa, who is the god of wisdom, has said that he wants Africans to learn to heal thyself. Because it is becoming so difficult to be healed by the medical profession, both financially and due to racism. Those of us who've been in hospitals may know how difficult it is to get good treatment, being a dark-skinned person. So the ancestors are concerned about this and are responding by having us open up to learning an ancient technique of healing. Agoifwa, do you have the book? Healing Tao should be in there, inside the box. We're going to use, yes, oh. Thank you, Brother Man. This is our Healing Bible, okay? Buy this book. You will never rue the fact. You use it all your life, okay? The key to this book is the use of natural energy for healing, okay? I'll write the title down. Awaken, Healing, Light, right? Of the Tao. I've used this technique for years. That's why no one can tell how old I am. I'm older than I look. But if you learn to mummify yourself with your life force, you don't age. Okay, so before we begin our actual session, in true form of African tradition, we're going to call the Egun, or ancestors. Because they are the ones talking to you. And who brought you here. So may you rise in honor of the Egun. I simply ask you focus on your grandma, your great-grandma, your grandpa, all those folks who survived and fought and washed floors and came through. Attune to that power, and we'll give honor to it. I'll be saying a word in Yoruba called Ibashe. Ibashe means we honor. I ask after each statement you say Ashe, which means I agree, or so it is. Ibashe Olodumare, we praise the Supreme Being. Ibashe Boborisha, we praise all the angels. Ibashe Eshu, 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 we praise the divine trickster to open the doors. Ashe. Ibashe Oya, 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 we praise the woman of the wind to open the way. Ashe. Ibashe Bobo Egun Umbeles Olodumare, we praise the divine ancestors who sit at the feet of the Creator. Ashe. Ibashe, all those ancestors who preserved the sacred rights of the Africans, those priests and priestesses who maintained our connection to the Supreme Being. Ashe. Ibashe to all the ancestors of Africa who were buried in Africa. May you continue to nourish the ancient soils. Ashe. Ibashe to all those ancestors who were ripped from Mother Africa by the great enslavement. We do not forget your story. Ibashe to the ancestors of the diaspora, those in South America, North America, Canada, Europe, the Arctic. May we all recall we are from one mother, Mother Africa, Ashe. Ibashe to all the Native American Egun, those beloved ancestors who looked over us, warmed us, and shielded us in a very dark hour. We do not forget you. We pray that your land be returned to you, Ashe. We pray that we Africans get our acts together that we may help others who have need. Ashe. Ibashe to all the Egun who built this country. The so-called greatest world power on earth was built by the hands of little black people. There is a connection, Ashe. Ibashe to the ancestors of those people in this room. I give true honor to your ancestors, Ashe, those who brought you here. I thank you for hearing their voice, Ashe, and not forgetting who you are. Ashe. Ibashe, I ask the Egun to teach us harmony, brotherhood and sisterhood, to forgive each other, Ashe, and to understand each other, Ashe. I ask the Egun to teach us discipline as a people, the value of hard work and concentrated effort, Ashe, to achieve heights of the pyramid, Ashi. May your Egun teach you what I cannot teach you, show you what I cannot show you, and reveal what I cannot reveal, Ashi. May they bless and protect you, your family, and your dreams, Ashi. Ashi. Ashito. Ashi. Okay, you may have a seat. We're going to dive right back into it. Right back into it. Alafia. A quick review from last week. Inside of you is an energy that the Chinese call qi. The word in Igbo for God is qi. Huh? The word for angels is qi in Igbo. I submit there's a connection between Africa and China. Okay? If you want to research it, Van Sertima's books are superlative. Huh? There's a race of Chinese people that we don't talk about called the Nakhs. N-A-K-H-S. N-A-K-H-S. The black Chinese. The first Chinamen and women's. Look like you. Only a little slanted, that's all. Nakhs. As we mentioned, each race preserves a mystery of creation. The blacks preserve who remembers. Spirituality, the connection to communication to heaven, ritual, and wisdom. Okay? The European preserves technology and warfare. The Native American preserves the Earth Mother science. The Asian preserved medicine and healing science. Okay? And it is time that we all learn from each other. You see? So don't be disturbed that it appears Chinese. Look a little deeper. Huh? Okay? Now, we learned last week, who wants to summarize the key themes we learned last week? An African who will show off their knowledge, their wisdom. Yes?
We learned the different sounds of the body.
Yes?
The heart, the heart, kidney, the liver.
Yes.
The lungs.
Heart
and the whole thing.
And the he sound to cool the body. So we learned the 6 healing sounds. What else? Because you've been practicing all week long, so it should. Right?
Inner smile too.
Huh? The inner smile, yes. The inner smile. So you know the inner smile, the 6 healing sounds, anything else? You've been practicing village, right? You've been radiating health, right? Of course, okay. I'll take that as a yes. Practice. Right? We must get out of our heads and into life. Right? And use the power God gave us. What she gave you, use it. Okay? So, I'm going to review the 6 healing sounds and the inner smile. Or the original smile. The inner smile basically is the thing you see a little baby doing when they're just saying "Google gege," just being silly for no reason at all. We say they know something. They're in tune with something that we forget as we get older. Because they're in tune with this, their body grows rapidly. Their limbs are limber. And they're vital and energetic. So all we're asking you to do is to return to a child state. And let that state heal your old body. To become supple again. Okay. How do we do that? Smile. Oh, your heart is aching. Right? Smile. The way you do this smile, though, is not the big Cheshire cat smile, but it's a gentle smile. We call it the smile of sages. Like on those kung fu movies, the old wise... They don't look frowning, but they're not really grinning. But you know they're happy, right? They just kind of have this Buddha kind of look, right? You achieve that by gently lifting the corners of your mouth. Like you're smiling, but I can't see it. Right? It's very subtle. So let's try a little subtle smile of the sages. Just lift gently, but don't let me see the real grin. And you watch your state change. Okay. We're going to use that power to our advantage. You know someone who's very happy and skippy around and they're all go-lucky? It's hard to defeat that kind of person. Rolls off their back. You say something, oh, cool, whatever. Smiling is a real power. So let me not talk it to you. Let me show it to you. Okay. We said there were 3 runs in the body. You must love yourself. Right? But we give you the technique to do that. We don't just say love yourself. What does that mean? Love thyself in every part. Body, mind, and soul. So we start with the body because it's the most concrete, realistic part we can deal with. Love your liver. Love your lungs for breathing. Love your heart for beating for you. Right? We said that which you love will love you back. It's a law of creation. Okay? That which you admire or appreciate will appreciate you. So let's turn our bodies into warmth. The front run, we start by smiling, seeing an image of our past or a nice nature scene that brings us pleasure. You just kind of tune to that good feeling. You see it about 3 feet in front of you. You will bring this into your third eye, which we shall open today. We will open our third eyes today. Ashe. You will swallow this good feeling into your body. Let it trickle like a waterfall. The front run is into the mouth, throat, heart, lungs, liver, stomach, kidneys, genitals, and bladder area. Back to third eye. To the middle run, right? Which is what? Esophagus, stomach, intestines. Right? To the third run, the back run, which was brain, glands in the brain, hemispheres, spine, and sacrum. Then you go into your muscles, into your nervous system, into your lymph system, and blood. It works, folks. You have much more energy, believe me, with no pills. No pills. Okay. Then we're moving to the 6 healing sounds. Who recalls the order? You must remember, you know how DNA works? There's a sequence. Right? If you break the sequence, you get what? A deformity. Right? So you must know the order of things, not just the things themselves, right? So, what is the sequence of vibrating health? Yes. The first one, first organ. The lungs. Second organ. Your kidneys. Third organ. Liver. Yes. Fourth organ. Heart. Fifth organ. Right? The spleen, stomach, pancreas, the whole complex. 6, well, not 6th organ, but 6th sound. He, which is the cooling off sound. De-stressing, decompressing sound. Okay? I shouldn't say that. Well, I want you to take Bear Medicine out of business. Bristol Myers out of business. That's why they don't teach us in schools. It's economic. Right? So time to have a little revolution, folks. But the revolution's quiet. No guns. Guns can be taken, but your life force, that they can't have. Okay. I'm going to review the organ, unless someone wants to review for us. You see, in Africa, we put you on the spot with wisdom. We're not European. We don't have you just hearing lectures. All you must do. The actual gestures for each organ. Who wants to try? Who wants to be the courageous African of the moment? C'est vous? Huh? "17 years old, folks. Let's give him ashe. Ashe. Learning inner power. Ashe. What we got, brother man? In order. Ashe, thank you. Give him ashe. There's a saying, fortune favors the brave. Right? Fortune favors the brave. Those who take risks are the ones who are blessed. Those are the ones who grow. So ashe to you. So, he was doing the lung sound. The vibration for the lung is... We discussed that every organ has a note, a vibration that heals it. Illness is what? Flatness or sharpness of tone. Off key. So by vibrating, you bring that organ back into its harmony point. The actual physical movement to enhance that is close. This is stretching my lungs, you see. I'm pulling up the lungs, giving it more space. So again, my hands are facing, palms up, then they rotate and push the sky up. You may have seen Egyptian figures. Huh? That kind of... okay. If you saw a TV show recently, about a month or two ago, it was about the martial arts of China and how it began, the history of the martial arts. They opened by saying they got the original movements from Egypt. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe my ears. Those positions you're seeing, African. Okay. So we start with this. The second sound, kidneys. You have to grab your knees with your hands locked, and you pull the lower back to stretch the kidneys. And you say like a ghost sound, woo. Okay? Right? So I just grabbed my knees and arched my back, pulling on the lower spine. Woo. That's it. Ashe. Next is the liver. My sight follows my middle finger of my right hand. I grab and want to pull to my left. So I stretch my liver. I follow again. Down. Heart is next.